Finding the Heart of Redlands. We're continuing our series here at Bickford and Covington, and I'm really pleased to introduce to you Colette Sinclair, who is going to share with us some answers as to why it is that maybe we're feeling one way or another, that it's all totally normal, but it doesn't have to be like that. And Colette, she has so much passion, and she loves what she does. You'll see it come across on video. She has help for us. So Colette, welcome to our little 5-minute series.
Thank you.
Oh, thank you for being here. So tell us a little bit about what you do here at Bickford and Covington.
Absolutely. So I'm a psychologist and have been for 15 years. And I, at this point, apply nutrition to the brain and the nervous system.
The brain.
So everything that I do in my practice is to support optimal functioning of the brain and the nervous system. What I often see is kind of a degrading that goes on over time. And there's different reasons for this. Sometimes people start out with genetic predispositions. They just have genes going against them, and then later in life you see the breakdown, you see those genes express. Sometimes people have different trauma or different environmental stressors that go on that tax a person to the point where they're not functioning at their best anymore. Sometimes you have people that come in with mood issues like anxiety or depression. And so that's another element that I treat in here. And I treat all of this with my practice, which I call psychonutrition, which is nutrition for psychological disorders. So what I do is I identify somebody's biochemical type. All right, and there's a variety of ways that I do that, but I have an assessment. It's a 2-hour assessment that I do. And then sometimes I'll support that assessment with blood or urine, some kind of lab. Sometimes people have current labs and they bring those things in. And basically what I'm doing is I'm identifying deficiencies that are responsible for these behavioral and psychological symptoms.
Right. Okay.
Right, and then we build in a treatment plan to address those deficiencies. I also do a lot of strategies in here. I call it brain exercises, like taking your brain to the gym. So in here, we work on regulating the central nervous system, which becomes dysregulated, okay? It becomes dysfunctional if there's trauma. There could even be a car accident, and your nervous system becomes dysregulated. And until we soothe it, until we re-regulate it, you're not gonna feel yourself. And the chemicals that your brain produces are going to be off, right?
Okay,
So I work with a lot of different techniques and approaches in here to basically regulate the nervous system and the brain and get people feeling better.
And that just must be something that just makes you just fall in love with your job, to see people get better because you're making a difference. She makes a difference here.
Well, definitely I'm making a difference in the people's lives whom I work with, because they come in, very skeptical. Maybe they've tried a variety of approaches in the past and they haven't had success. And so when I see them successful and I see them feeling better and functioning better and beginning to enjoy life, that really charges me.
Right, to feel like they're maybe a child again, to find that joy inside that they've lost.
That's right, the playfulness in life.
Playfulness,
People get so locked into their commitments and their responsibilities, and we forget what life is about. We are meant to be enjoying. We are meant to be thriving well into our late years, right? With sharp memories and clear thinking, right? Another passion of mine is any kind of degenerative disorder, right? Any neurological degenerative disorder like Alzheimer's, Parkinson's, early onset dementia, anything that deals with the brain. What's happening there is your body is screaming at you that your brain doesn't have what it needs to function properly. So what we want to do is support the brain so that it can start to recover and heal.
Oh, it's
right?
So
and
exciting.
And actually this is what the new research is showing us, is that we don't have to continue along this degenerative path. Okay, we can stop the progression. We can start the healing for the brain. And so actually one of the things that I've done, Candace, is I've incorporated a lot of different medical devices in my practice that support brain health, that support something called neurogenesis. Neurogenesis is the development of new brain cells.
Oh my goodness, okay.
Okay?
Wow.
So what I make available is a hyperbaric oxygen chamber and several infrared therapies. And all of these things promote stem cell mobilization and production. They promote cellular communication, reduce inflammation, which you know how many disorders are caused as a result of inflammation.
Absolutely.
Right. So everything in my practice is centered around supporting the brain and the nervous system.
Gosh, this is just so much information.
It is.
For 5
It's
minutes.
a lot.
It is.
Yeah.
So exciting. Okay, so someone who wants more information and that wants to contact you for better health and to feel childlike again and joyful again, you've got to come in and see Colette. How do we contact you? By just calling Bickford and Covington then?
You can call me directly. So, right, you can definitely, I'm in the Bickford and Covington office building. You can also look me up at ColetteSinclair.com. You can also reach me at 951-288-0380. And you can actually text that business line too if you're interested.
For more information, just text it.
That's right.
It's fabulous. Well, this has been so enlightening to come down here and just to see that there are solutions and that there is something that's right here in our front yard in the little town of Redlands. Gosh, okay, so now I always ask, what is your one word to describe this town? Because you know this town pretty well. What word would you use to describe Redlands?
You know, I have to say family.
Oh.
Redlands feels like family to me. Moving through the community, all of the other business owners in town, the relationships you form. It's truly a family here. So that would be my word.
Yeah, it's true when people are considering moving here. And to hear the words that have been gathered because of this series, because of Finding the Heart of Redlands, all the words have been so positive and so engaging and so enveloping and loving. It's just really great to know and to think about interviewing these businesses that are in town and like what you do here and what Chris does and Tracy and Kurt. It's just really is a caring community that just is family. Oh, I love it. I love this town. Oh my goodness, it's great meeting you.
Good to meet you.
And I hope to find you around town too. Bye for now.